Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. I hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Thursday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well on January 5th, 2023. And I'm here to enter a contest. No, these are not part of that pile of albums that you see in the corner. That's for a couple other videos coming up. This is for my good friend Edward at Proghats. He's having a 1960s contest. His push to 400 subs. He's already at 419, so congratulations, Edward, on reaching your goal. You're going to be at 500. You're going to be at 1,000. Let's all go over and support Edward and get him as many subs as possible. He's an amazing guy. I love him. Just got a cool mannerism to him. He's just a great guy. But his contest is cool and simple at the same time. Cool that we're talking about the 60s music, which some of the greatest music ever. I could have shown a ton of stuff, but he wants us to be specific. And also at the same time, fairly straightforward and easy to show. So the rules are obviously that you have to subscribe to Edward's channel over at Proghats, and I'll leave the link below to his channel contest, so it's easy for you to go over there to do so. You have to let Edward know that you've made the video, and chance to win a $30 gift card, I believe, and the contest goes to February 11th, 2023. It's not always about winning the contest. It's about supporting our fellow VC members, and that's why I do this. People support me when I do my contest. They support me every day with wonderful, wonderful comments. So I want you to all go over to Edward's channel and like and subscribe and leave wonderful comments to him, because he deserves it. Everyone deserves great comments. I look forward to mine every day, and I try to answer as many comments as possible. And it's just proper etiquette to do so. So the rules are show 3 albums released in the 60s. Easy peasy. Show 3 favorite songs released in the 60s. Easy peasy. Name a favorite artist or group from the 60s. Easy peasy. And a bonus question to get an additional entry is name a favorite artist name a favorite album, released in 1968, which happens to be Edward's date of birth or year of birth. So again, show 3 albums released in the 60s, show 3 favorite songs released in the 60s, name a favorite artist or group from the 60s, and a bonus question to get an additional entry is name a favorite album released in 1968. Again, the contest ends February 11th, 2023. And again, I'm going to leave the link below to go over to subscribe and leave wonderful comments to Edward. So I'm going to show my 3 albums first. And within those 3 albums, I've chosen 3 amazing songs, which I absolutely love. So that's the first part. So right off the bat, I'm going to show, and I hate when people put tape on. I understand why, maybe, but why tape? Especially on the front cover. So that means I got to find a great copy, even though this is a good copy of this album. This is Canned Wheat by the Guess Who. The amazing Guess Who. Canadian icons. Again, look at the more tape on there. Jeez. It's on the Victor label. It's a great album. It's a great album. 3 major hits off of this one. Canned Wheat, Packed by the Guess Who. Okay. Another proud Prairie product. They're from the Prairies in Canada. You got Randy Bachman, the amazing Randy Bachman, who went on to form Bachman Turner Overdrive. Amazing guitarist. Great artist in his own right. You got Burton Cummings, one of the best vocals of that era, for sure. Gary Peterson on drums, and Jim Cale on bass. Great 4-piece band. You got No Time, Minstrel Boy, Laughin', Undone, 6 a.m. or Never, Old Joe, Of a Dropping Pin, Key, and Fair Warning. Awesome stuff. And one of my favorite songs from this one. So again, let me step back a bit. This is 1969 release. So we're still in the 60s. And my favorite track from this one, 1969, is No Time. I just love the entry, the guitar riff entry of this one. Great vocals, great harmonies. Amazing, amazing stuff. And they do the original version of this one. It's a little bit of a different entry on this one, intro on this one. And it's also, they've extended the time. It's 5 minutes and 15 seconds on this one because of the different intro on this one here. But it's a little different than what you hear on the radio. But the gist of the song is still the same. So great album from 1969. Canned Wheat. Great track from 1969 is No Time. One of my favorites. Still my favorite. Still sounds great today. Still sounds great today. From 1964, The Kinks. This is the 50th anniversary of the release of this album, of this particular version. And this is another fantastic album. It's on the BMG label. Beautiful BMG label. 180 gram vinyl. Really nice sounding album. You've got Beautiful Delilah. So mystifying. Just Can't Go to Sleep. Long, Tall, Shorty. I Took My Baby Home. I'm a Lover, Not a Fighter. So am I. You Really Got Me. One of their best tracks ever. Cadillac. Bald-Headed Woman. Revenge. Too Much Monkey Business. The Yardbirds did a great cover of that one as well. I've been driving on Bald Mountain. It seems to be a theme going on. Bald theme going on here. Stop Your Sobbin'. And Got Love If You Want It. I think the Yardbirds did that one as well. Yeah, great album from 1964. The Kinks debut, and my favorite track from 1964 off of this one is You Really Got Me. Just that growly intro, that famous guitar intro with the riffs going on. And then the vocals kick in, and it's just a great track. Love song, but just rocked up for sure. But this is a great album from 1964, and You Really Got Me is a great track from 1964. This one may surprise you, but I think it's a fantastic album. This is Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited by the Monkees. Sorry for the glare. It's kind of a weird cover. It's almost like they didn't fill it in or something. But yeah, great album. 1967 release by the Monkees. They're doing a lot of their own songs at this point. And right off the bat, it starts off with Salesman, and that happens to be a great favorite song of mine as well. Mike Nesmith does a great job on this one. He's a pretty talented dude. He was a pretty talented dude for sure. But you got Salesman, She Hangs Out, The Door into Summer, Love Is Only Sleeping, Cuddly Toy, Words, Hard to Believe, What Am I Doing Hanging Around, Peter Percival Patterson's Pet Pig Porky, Pleasant Valley Sunday, Daily Nightly, Don't Call on Me, and Star Collector. Yeah, great stuff. So from 1967, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones, and a great song from that is Salesman. I'm going to go one of my favorite groups from the 60s, and I only brought one album out. But Jefferson Airplane. This is their debut album, Takes Off. This is on the RCA label. I've got a bunch of their stuff. I'd love to find a box set one day of them, but yeah, you got Blues from an Airplane, Let Me In, Bring Me Down, It's No Secret, Tobacco Road, Come Up the Years, Run Around, Let's Get Together, Don't Slip Away, Chauffeur Blues, and I Like It. And this is with instead of Grace Slick, this one has Jorma Ludwig Kalkkonen. Signe. What am I talking about? This is Signe. Signe Toll Anderson is the vocalist on this one. Sorry, where'd I get Jorma from? He's the guitarist. Signe Tolle Anderson was the original lead singer of Jefferson Airplane on this one. She's got a great voice, but she didn't last long in the band, and then Grace Slick took over, and the rest is history, so to speak. But yeah, one of my favorite artists from the '60s. You can't beat these guys. Again, I've got I think I've got four or five albums. Sorry, of theirs. Great live album, and of course they were huge in the day. Grace Slick has an amazing range in her voice, a very unique vocals range, and Signe is the same. But one of my favorite bands from the '60s for sure. And finally, an album released in 1968, which just happens to be from my favorite band ever. And this is the Mark I version of the band. This is Shades of Deep Purple, 1968 release. It's on the Polydor label. This is with the original lineup with Rod Evans and Nick Simper on bass, Rod Evans on vocals, of course. You still got John Lord on here, Richie Blackmore, Ian Pace, and of course John Lord on keyboards, the amazing John Lord. This started it all. This was their debut album, Deep Purple. Okay, classic stuff. Starts off with an instrumental, and the Address, which happens to end their latest studio release, Whoosh. So there were always rumors that is this the end of Deep Purple, because you start off with End the Address, you end with End the Address. They did a remake of that one. You got a great cover of Joe South's Hush on this one. One More Rainy Day, Prelude, I'm So Happy, Mandrake Root. They do a version of Help from the Beatles. They do Love Help Me, and they do a version of Hey Joe, made famous by Jimi Hendrix. And of course, Hush, one of my favorite tracks from 1968 as well. Their cover of Hush, just how it begins, and with those keyboards and such. Great track. Rod Evans had a great vocal range. It's just unfortunate what happened to him, that he kind of got pushed out of the band, but also he wanted to leave at the same time. He wanted to be with his girlfriend at the same time. Wanted to go to LA, but he's still, I don't know if he's still in the music business or not. I'm not sure. But anyway, favorite album from Deep Purple of the Mark I version, and 1968 release, and Hush, of course, a great track. So this is my 1968 bonus answer, and love this album. So there you have it, guys. There's my entry into Edward's contest, Proghat, the 60s contest. Again, I'm going to leave the link below to his channel. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Go over to Edward's channel. Submit your entry. Good luck to everyone that's going to enter. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.